Making okra today. Hello friends, welcome to my kitchen. So I have okra and I'll be making okra soup today. I'll be grating this okra, and over here I have some baked chicken. I'll be adding some water and I'll be bringing that to a boil. And there is the okra, but I'm not so satisfied with this okra because they're not very soft. So I will be doing something else to that part that is not grating well. So I'll put those part in the blender and we'll bring that to a blend. You can see they feel so not very friendly. So I brought those to a blend and I added some more protein to the pot and I gave that a stir. Added some stockfish. Sorry, that's not stockfish. Dried fish, actually. And then this actually was a stew that I made, and then I scooped out the excess oil from the stew, and that actually was an added flavor, which I will be adding to the soup to give you that extra flavor. You know, when you make stew and then you have some extra oil on top of the stew, just scoop it out and keep it for something delicious. So, which is what I did here. And I added that to my pot of boiling protein. And here I have that stockfish that I mentioned. And I gave that all a stir, and the aroma was already coming out, just making the protein. Over here I had some crayfish, which I blended with the pepper and the um, onion that you saw a while ago. And yeah, I blended those and I added that in the boiling pot. I gave those a stir. And this is the okra that I blended, the stubborn one. And I added those in the pot of soup, a pot of protein, which was boiling. And I added some palm oil, just a little more palm oil to that pot. I was actually making a big pot of soup, as you can see, so I needed more oil. So I added the grated okra, and I will stir all those together and make everything marry themselves. It's looking beautiful already, as you can all see. Yeah, just a gentle stir. Added more protein. Again, I was making a big pot of soup, so I needed more protein. And give that a stir. So there I added a little bit of seasoning powder. As you can see, I only just use a little. I don't need to put a lot. I'm not a fan of those. Little salt. Crayfish. Be generous with your crayfish when you're making some vegetables. There's some soup you have to be mindful of crayfish so they don't overshadow the taste of your soup, right? But then there's some soup that you have to be generous with crayfish. And here I have some extra stockfish which I had boiled to tender, and I'm just removing those bones. Just make sure you remove those bones. And yeah, I deboned it and shredded them to a little size, so you're able to, pick those when you're taking some swallow with soup. You can be able to pick out something from the soup. Yeah, sometimes those things are necessary. So I was able to shred them into bits, and I would be adding that into the pot of boiling soup in a minute. As you can see, I just did that, and I would allow that to marry into that soup and bring everything together, introduce them to themselves, let everybody meet and greet. Well, maybe not everybody, everything in the soup. And I added a little bit of vegetable, just a little bit. Just don't want that to like overshadow the okra, just a little bit. And I let that simmer for a few minutes. Yeah, look at that. The color was vibrant. The aroma was superb. It was beautiful. Trust me. Come to my kitchen. I would always give you the best. Well, definitely I'll give you the best. Trust me. And that is the soup. It was tasty. It was delicious. It was divine. Join me, just bring your swallow. I have a lot. See you in my next one.